Gunfire Reborn. What a game. So, as you can see, haven't unlocked the whole skill tree yet. I'm getting there. Level 134 talent tree. Now, I'll tell you, that's because I cannot pay attention for more than 5 seconds. Therefore, I have most of the characters highly leveled up, all the way leveled up. The only one I haven't, I think, is the dog and the cat. Because I ain't no basic bitch. Okay? Tutorial character. So, because I'm a little bitch, as previously mentioned, I'm going to play this girl, who I definitely know the name of. And basically her perks is, so she has a mech. She's one DLC character, she has a mech. And the mech is piloted by a chicken, which is an instant 10 out of 10. And the mech can switch between 2 modes. So if I tap middle mouse button, it will actually switch to a gun turret mode. And if I press it again, it goes back into a walking, sort of tanky mech. Okay? The stuff I've unlocked for it's kind of crazy because the mech can actually res me, which for single player, anyone who's played this and has played like the nightmare difficulty or harder, oh man, it's hard. It's hard. Maybe I'm just a baby, which is, I mean, fair. But yeah, she's also lucky shot oriented. Now, lucky shot, for people who don't know, is like an extra crit. So this, it doesn't matter where you hit them on the body, straight up with this, you have a 20% chance to just get a free crit. Say I got an actual crit, like a headshot, this could trigger another crit on top of that. So the lucky shot is actually great. Took me a while to actually understand what the hell that meant. Other than that, it's just lots of HP. The basic upgrades are just things like how quick you fire your gun, how quick you move with melee weapons, the usual stuff. Okay. Only other thing to know is that I can recycle any guns or scrolls that fall on the ground for money, which is really useful. And I can inscript weapons and upgrade them 3 times, which is great. So this girl here, I'm pretty sure she's called NONA, an Iron Wing. This girl here is all about pistols. There are no fucking pistols. It's a really tough one at the beginning. The brick is just a solid weapon. It's just a solid weapon, okay? Basically, if you get a headshot, they fart out the power-up. Watch this. Ready? They shit that out. I picked it up and I'm now glowing. Any shot I do is now a crit. It wouldn't matter. I could literally nutshot him, crit. And because it killed him, I get it back. Sorry, because it got a crit, I get it back. And that's why the brick's great, because you can... It's... Oh, that's so satisfying. This is a vault. If I hit... Oh, look. It's like the game knew. Thank you, video game. That is a vault that I can go into for extra loot, for extra challenge, pretty much. So, at the beginning, this game's always nice and easy. It's all about just, if you've ever played something like The Binding of Isaac, you know what you're doing in this. It's like a cross between The Binding of Isaac and Borderlands. Very Borderlandsy. That's a great weapon. That's a pistol. I know it. I mean, all pistols look like this, so don't even... me. The reason I'm after pistols is this character gets a lot of bonuses in these chests here. They will kind of drop you, like, full character upgrades that will only last for this run. So it is a roguelike. It's a great game. Absolutely great game. Can't get over how deep it is. Oh, boys, okay. So, my character's ability is this. I can make the mech jump and slam the ground. When it slams the ground, it taunts everything around it. So for this mode, it's so good. My secondary ability is this. It's just a rocket. If I hit my mech with this, and he was hurt, he would heal. Do I mind my heal being on a 3-second cooldown? So that I can do this twice as often. Do you know what? Let's go. Let's go. Let's get some more power-ups. So this is what I'm talking about. These are your sort of straight-up character upgrades. Now, I'm going to be staying in strike mode, which is where he isn't a turret, because the turret builds rely very heavily on my secondary ability that now has a 3-second cooldown. So I'm not going to use that. And my mech drop has half cooldown already, plus taking off an extra 1.5 seconds and making the damage 375 times, 375%, sorry, times stronger. I mean, that's crazy. That's crazy, crazy good. Let's keep going. Another bolt. Obviously, you do have ammo. Yellow weapons, special weapons, usually snipers, things like that, which the brick is considered, by the way. Really hard to come by the ammo. That's the only thing. There you go. Teaching session over. And we're going to crack on. There are some massive threats that I need to keep my eye out. Basic enemies, I'm going to say this now before I get my ass handed to me. Basic enemies shouldn't be an issue. They really shouldn't. Whenever I am hit, release a corrosive spike. That's fine. It's just fine. Yeah, there's no enemies I worry about, except the bombers. They're ones that run around with little bombs. I know you can never tell from the name. Mentions these days. And we won't see them yet, but they're called bandit retainers. Okay? And they're basically snipers in the desert area, which is the second level. One good volley from them, you're dead. I do not care what character you are. Sorry, I am going back for the vault. I know. I forgot. I'm going. But yeah, so I'm keeping my eye out for them. What I haven't done is use my mech ability, and I already went in this. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Oh, it's hard being perfect all the time. Okay. We are going to move on. Let's go. I feel like I should be doing more, like, streamer stuff. Like, if anyone was watching this right now, there's not enough going on the screen, you know? I should have an animation playing every 5 seconds going, what? And then I need a little puppy, like, or a camera of something else. Maybe a running video of a Family Guy episode, or somebody playing those games, you know? The advertisements that don't actually exist. Maybe I should have surfers. These are all good ideas. Just grabbing a scroll here. Mini slows, minus 50% damage taken from traps. That will save my life in the future, I can guarantee it. So yeah, maybe I just need to go more streamer-centric, you know?
Okay there, guys. You will not use the rare pickup I just found.
These are actually pretty good. Each crit hit with a pistol guarantees the crit hit of the next weapon that does not hit a weak spot. So it's nearly, I'm making a pseudo brick. I'm going to do that. I'm going to go in to my E, and I know it's rarer to get the one hit upgrades, but Ligma would be my answer to that, to be honest. I do hate to do it to him. Here's the bombers that I was on about, the ones that I fucking hate. And that's why the E's so strong, because Mech just doesn't care. He's just like, oh. I don't know why I was using it. Bomber. We're fine. Who was worried? Who doesn't trust me enough? Right? Who doesn't trust me? The brick's very satisfying. And I have to commend this small panda girl for being able to chuck a brick at the velocity to fucking cleanse someone's neck. Oh, that was a bomb in my face. Oh, okay. See, normal enemies, no shot, dude. No shot. I'm very ability focused at the minute and just using my E. At this first level, I'd be embarrassed if it caused us issues, let's put it that way. Okay. I am going to try, like, I'm trying to figure out what sort of games I want to play, you know, because you kind of need something always going on. And there are a lot of games I play, like, I love Total War Warhammer 3. But unless you're in an actual battle, about 3 things happen per minute. And I just don't know. I don't know. Didn't panic. I'm fine. I didn't panic. Holy crap. Like, I have to focus, like, so hard just to hit headshots, which is shameful. Let's get some more upgrades here. See, now these two are both for my secondary ability, solid meh. Extra movement speed while using a pistol, and plus 0.8% weapon damage for every 1% movement speed increase. And this counts as a pistol, so this is us finally switching over. Now, a lot of people don't really upgrade early on. Look how cheap it is. I've spent fuck all. Putting this on it is a bit more of a commitment. But I'm going to screw it. Plus 20% lucky shot chance. 20% chance just to straight double the damage. That's great. That's great. I think mathematically that works out to a 20% increase in damage, but don't quote me on that. Okay, see now this is a quick weapon, you know, I can throw these out a lot. Longbowmen could be an issue because they're like a more shit version of the Bandit Retainer. Normally I'd have my 2 friends, Tyler and Jack, carrying me or watching me dominate, depending on the match. Mostly carrying, I'll admit. And the handiest of multiplayer is you can swap scrolls with each other. You can drop the scroll, try and get a perfect build. It's a lot easier to get the exact character you want on multiplayer. Trade-off is the enemies have fuck all health in this single player mode. I mean, they really, like, look at this. I'm just, in general, chucking things in their area, and things are dying. It's a lot like what Oppenheimer did, if you think about it. I mean, not really personally, I haven't watched the film yet. So, you know. Don't quote me on that. What he did, he did something a bit controversial. It was in the last area. I'm gonna stop that train of thought before the EU pulls me down. I can't have the stream taken from me. Got nothing left. I wonder what you'd have to do legit to get your stream investigated by the fucking EU. That's gotta be some... Oh man. If you could do that through something like a Fortnite stream, honestly, power to you. If you have the influence to summon the EU to audit your video, then I will respect it all the way. Take some real balls. The interesting question is whether you start delving into controversial topics. Obviously, you know, Hiroshima and nukes are not controversial. That would be ridiculous to assume so. And it's like, oh man, what topics do I broach here? Because this brain is full of shit, let me tell you. It's impressive. I could stick at some people. I'm not focusing on this, I'll admit. Now, that's... okay. So I've already fully upgraded this Ascension, and that means I have now got minus 3 seconds off the cooldown, plus 1 use, and it's half because of the scroll I've got, and it's doing 825% more damage. I mean, that is crazy. So let's see. Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade this weapon. I can get chat for free. Why wouldn't I do that? I'll hold on to it. You know, I'm kind of focusing on this weapon at the minute. I would have liked have this. This counts as a pistol, and basically it's right-click, summons all of the talismans and shoots them in a homing missile through their head. So if you've got any synergy with crits, you're sitting on guaranteed crits, my dude. We're going to go for it. We're going to go for it. I definitely didn't need to buy ammo. We've got 2 charges of our ability. I am going to need to focus slightly more. Let's go. Look at the damage to drop. His shield's gone. His shield's gone. And he's taunting him. Oh, no, this game's hard. Only pro gamers can play this game. It's privileged being able to bring this level of skill to an open forum. I think a lot of people would be afraid, sort of, that they have this talent. You know? It's a bit... Shit me. It's a big deal. I'm out of ammo. Big deal. I'm being hit. Why did that not hit me? It's a big deal. And let's just finish him off here, yeah? So, see, Brick just gets crits. We love it. And there is about the easiest Lubu fight you'll ever see. I mean, that was... Nah, boys. Nah. Oh. So I now take more damage per enemy I kill, but I do more. So I am what's known as glass cannon. Okay, so these are all for the firing mode. The only one that actually benefits me... Now, I've never tried this. My Q obviously has a cooldown now. My Q's my rocket launcher I do. Is that a cooldown per shot? Or if I hold it down to rapid fire, does it count as one use? I'm gonna try it. This is an experiment. Okay, it doesn't work. You know what? Here we go. I now have 2 uses of my skill. No. The skill does too much damage to give up, is my logic. And my offhand is going to be a shotty, I think. Pretty nice. There he is in his little... Oh, my child! Maybe I should make him the profile picture for this channel. I love him. Right, anyway, let's go. Go. Usually the runs of this take like 40 minutes when all is said and done. And there's like an optional level at the end. And I'll be entirely honest with you, fellow gamers. I've never even attempted it. I never really knew what it was, and to unlock difficulties, you have to fully beat the run. And if you choose at the final boss to just go home, that counts as you winning. But if you decide to go on to this final level and fight the end boss for real, yeah, if you lose, you're done. You lose everything you've got in that run apart from the spirit shards, which are the blue swirlies at the top right. So, I've just never done it. I've never had the balls to do it. So today's the day. Honestly, if we get there, today is the damn day. We're going to go into here. Horsehead is a boss. Go, man! Yeah, today's the damn day. If we get there, I promise I will do the actual final boss. And it'll either be the easiest thing I've ever done and I'll laugh at the fact I've never done it, or I will get so chained and so BM by the boss that this is the end of me ever recording video. So we'll see. We'll see. But it's just, do you know what? It's a great game, this one. And it's got what, in my opinion, is a better version of the Slay the Spire progression. So I've actually beat Nightmare already, so I've unlocked Reincarnation difficulty. And basically, that's so good for this. Basically, as I progress through the levels and I complete reincarnations, I unlock reincarnation 1, 2, 3, all the way up to 8. And each new reincarnation, it does exactly what you'd expect. Enemies get a bit more health, they do more damage. But it's also increasing the amount of spirit shards I get. It's increasing the chance that you get rare inscriptions. And those are things like, for example, whenever I hit someone with a bullet, I'll shoot a fireball at them. You know, stuff like that. Or whenever I kill an enemy, there's a chance that I brainwash the enemies around it, you know? It's stuff like that. And you unlock it as you go, and it's just, it's so damn satisfying. And one of the other great things it does is if you unlock an achievement to get a new gun, it's not just you've got the gun unlocked, it hands you the gun. It goes, okay, you want to try the gun for this run? Have fun. And that all rhymed. So how is that not fucking awesome? I mean, genuinely, it's really cool. Not a lot of games do it. Same as stuff like Binding of Isaac, which I love, by the way. If you unlock something on that, it's basically like, good luck ever seeing it. Good luck ever seeing it, especially if it's DLC stuff. Because they, and I get why they have to, but they add so much trash loot to that game. There's so much, like, crap you can get. But it's so rare you actually see new stuff, in my experience. Now, that could be just me not necessarily exploring the game like I should, and not knowing all the secrets and that. But I think if a game doesn't give you a chance to learn it on the job, if you know what I mean, if you have to go to a wiki to learn a game, then I don't think it's a good learning experience, the game. I just don't. A really good example of that for me, and people are going to hate me for this, but it's Tenchi. Tenchi's a fucking great game. But unless you trawl online for information, learn a bit extra, you know, it's really hard to experience that game to the full. Because when I first played it, sincerely, I thought it was like a pure adventure game. I thought that was it. You know, you have your band of characters, you just go and find people, do quests. So that was it. And yeah, it's just strange. It's just strange. Then I found out as I was playing it, so I'm getting so distracted. Then I found out when I was playing it that you can obviously city build. Not only that, you can join the enemies, you can knock people out, you can train all these different skills, you can actually have multiple bases being built at once, running in the background while you've got a party out adventuring. And if anything, that's kind of the point I learned. So what I'm trying to say is, I love the game. It's a great game, and it's one I would play on stream, I think. But my God, I had to become a walking encyclopedia for that game to know what I was doing, and to know where to find certain resources and things like that. And I just think sometimes, I'm not saying I need a tutorial where it's like, what do you need to activate your ability? I don't need that. But I just need an arrow pointing in a direction, and then off we go. A great example of that I am playing this on stream for a fact, is 7 Days to Die. 7 Days to Die tutorial is, you spawn in, it goes, right, go and collect some grass, get some wood, that makes you an axe. Go ahead and find the trader for us, and then once you found the trader, who is kind of like the quest giver in 7 days, it goes, alright, super, and that's it, that's the tutorial done. I'm like, that is a tutorial. It's not in your face. You can literally ignore it if you want to. You don't even have to do it. But if you choose to do it, it doesn't hold your hand. It doesn't have to tell you that WSAD moves you. It just goes, here's Trader. This is where you get shit. Buy shit from him. Enjoy. By the way, this is how you make an axe. By making an axe, you figure out where the crafting inventory is, where you might get certain resources. You probably kill your first few zombies on the way in. It's great. I am going all in on this weapon, by the way. I know it's +9, but I have found better success doing that and switching to a good Gemini weapon if you find one. This is great. This is absolutely great. That is a basically AoE explosion when I use this ability. It's brilliant. But yeah. So I think this game does it well enough. I think this game's kind of a full package. And for the price I paid for it, this was... I think I paid a tenner for this game when I got it. And I'm on 80 hours of it. I mean, that's... You can't ask for better, really. And I play this with my friends a lot. I've only just started playing it single player, really. It's great. We've been trying to play other stuff. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take that upgrade. That's a cheap upgrade. We've been playing other stuff. We've been trying to play Crusader Kings 3. Now, bit of background on that little doozy. I fucking despise those games. For years. I mean, my friends Jack and Tyler, they're like old. I've known them for years and years and years. And they've been into them. Fuck me dead. Hang on, one sec. Streamer's trying to work. I'm back. Yeah. Oh, fuck my existence. I'm learning something about myself here, so I can't multitask. They're friends from like way back, like 4 years old. But anyway, since we were kids and since they've liked computer games, they've basically liked 4Xs, which is totally fair. And Crusader Kings they've always loved. I tried getting into 2. I never gave it the time it deserved. That's insane. Holy crap. Yeah, I never gave it the time it deserved, and I just kind of tossed it. And we've just got into Crusader Kings 3, and I have to say I love it. I love it. And my in-between game, my sort of bridge game, was Total Warhammer 3, which I think is a brilliant game. Absolutely brilliant. And if people want me to play it, I will. But yeah. So, 1 second. Holy crap. Yeah, we were playing Crusader Kings 3, really enjoying it. We were playing in like the Holy Roman Empire, trying to take it all back. I'm just sort of in the first 30 hours of the game, so I'm learning how important RPing is, and rather than going to your own goals that you always want to do, you kind of mold what you do to the character you have. So like, if they're greedy, my brother in Christ, you're going to be greedy. Or if they're warmongers, it makes you more warmongery, and it just... I think it's a brilliant system. It really naturally gets you to be the character you're playing, and it's really hard to do that. It genuinely is. I think it's so hard, like especially in RPGs like the Bethesda ones, things like that. Really to feel like your character. In Crusader Kings, you feel like your guy. I don't care what anyone says. I had a part where I basically... The character I chose was inadvertently in line for the throne. One day came along where I basically took over the entire Roman Empire. Immediately, everyone realised I was the most incompetent who's ever lived. Like, they didn't even give me a year. They were like, day one, oh, this guy needs help. Like, he shouldn't be on the throne, he should be in a padded cell kind of thing, you know? I'm sure they could put a throne in there. But yeah. They kicked me out straight away. Not only did they kick me out, they performed at what I like to call a military coup, where all of the peasants and everyone rose up against me, kicked me out of power. And then I thought this was part of the game, but it turned out to be a glitch. Basically, my money started ticking down by 100 gold per tick. So I went from being the richest man in the Roman Empire, literally ruling over every fucker who lived there, to having my... Like, IRS basically turned up to my door and took all my money. They were like, you ain't king anymore, bitch. And took all my stuff. And that's my current experience with Crusader Kings 3, other than forming massive amounts of murder and incest, which just makes it sound like a Cornwall simulator, to be honest. But I digress. Great game. The problem we've had is desync. the game is great, but you play it for a matter of the time it takes me to die to this boss, and it desyncs. You know, you literally can't play the game. It makes you quit out, and it's about every 10 minutes, 5 if it's feeling really shitty on the day. It's really annoying, and it's a good enough game that I really want to get it working. So if anyone has any tips of how to fix it, or knows of any workarounds, I would be extraordinarily grateful, because it really is a game I want to get into. And Stellaris is on the list. Europa Universalis is on there, but I know a lot less about that game. By the way, can I just note how much damage we are doing to this boss? I mean, that was, if it wasn't for the stupid deaths, we absolutely demolished it. That's great. That's great. We absolutely demolished him. I'm going to change out my secondary here for a bleed, because that is static damage on a boss. Very cool. Yeah, if anyone's got any advice how to fix it, I would love you forever. I'm taking that for sure. That's great. Look at our speed now. I don't know if you can tell, but that is considerably quicker, and our damage has gone up as a result. Yeah, if anyone's got any tips to fix it, would love you forever, because it's a fun enough game. Let's put it that way. But yeah, unfortunately though, my life is also about to be taken over, completely taken over by Baldur's Gate 3. Now, anyone who knows me knows that Divinity Original Sin 2 is one of my favourite games of all time. I absolutely adore that game. Absolutely adore it. And so I get, as soon as I see Kappas, my brain melts, because I know they always kill my friend. Anyway, yeah, it's one of my favourite games of all time. For co-op, for single player, for modding, it's got everything. Infinitely replayable. I think it's amazing. I also played D&D for like 6 years of my life. I've only just stopped in the past couple of months. So Baldur's Gate 3 was made for me. I'm convinced. And it just looks so damn good. And I've got 4 playthroughs planned already. I've got one with my partner, one with my 2 friends, Tyler and Jack, one with myself, and then one with my dad, because he is a gamer. So yeah, it's going to be great. I can't wait. And I'm probably going to stream some of them too. Just looks like the best game. I think it captures D&D 5e perfectly, and sorry nerds, 5e's flawed as fuck. And Baldur's Gate 3 fixes massive parts of it. I mean, it really does, and it does the martial classes a big favour. That's good. I might take that. I'm going to give an occult scroll. Take this. I don't care. Take my... Immunity to slows is pretty good. Take this instead. Take this instead. If I'm close enough that an explosion from my body hits you, I have failed. Oh, boys. Are you seeing this? So basically, if I keep getting crits, they're doomed. RIP. That is kind of nuts. This is a great run. And yeah, I have no survivability. No survivability whatsoever. We are glass cannon to the max. But yeah, I'll be on Baldur's Gate next week. It's going to take over my life. To those who knew me, it's been a pleasure. I'm never quite going to forgive him for this. I'm never quite going to forgive him for making me do this. There we go. What an asshole. So I'm going to play a warrior or fighter for my first time, because my D&D character's an Echo Knight, and I just thought they were the most fun thing in the world. What a great class. So I'll play a fighter. I'd also love to play a druid, because I think the way they've done it in this game is great. The wild shape is great. I want to see what kind of creatures I can turn into. I also want to be a ranger so I can have companions. I mean, I'm going to be playing this game a lot. So I'm really excited. Really, really excited. There's a lot of good things at the minute. Like, I know I mentioned it earlier, but I'm seeing Oppenheimer as well this week, hopefully. And that looks great. You know what? I'm going to give Barbie a go, and I do not even care. I'm just going to give it a go. I'm not doing Barbenheimer. I haven't quite reached that level of sadness yet, but I'll be there. I'll be there. I've actually been watching through all of the Raimi Spider-Man again. Holy crap! What a treat. Now I will say they're aging. Okay. Oh, hello. They're aging. They are. And that's okay. And to people who say they aren't aging, I say that. I'm taking that. That's crazy. So through time, I have to take whatever's there. That's crazy. But yeah. Yeah, I've been watching through the Raimis. They didn't age great. I'm taking that. What did age great, and if you want a comparison for aging like wine, is the Lord of the Rings trilogy. I mean, for God's sake, man, those films came out in what, 2001? And they've aged like damn wine. I would go so far as to argue they are the only perfect trilogy that's ever been made. And somebody might say Star Wars back at me. They would stay away the whole time. Hate my life. Somebody might shout the Star Wars trilogy back in the original. And for those who don't know, my name is also Luke. And I was named... Did I take both? I sure hope so. I'm actually named after Luke Skywalker. Thank my dad for that one. And you would think I would be about to sing its praises. I will, because I think the original trilogy is great. However, they haven't aged great. I know. They haven't aged great. And to be honest with you, the newer films have besmirched the name. There I said it. They were bad enough that they've actually made liking Star Wars a little bit cringy. Okay? I'm just going to say it. And to those who are going to turn around and say, oh, The Mandalorian saved it. Nah. Sorry. It was good. Don't get me wrong, genuinely, I'm not going to shit on it. At all. Did it save Star Wars? Did it fuck? Neither did Obi-Wan. Honestly, the best newer Star Wars thing to come out was the, what about the Death Star? What was it even called again? Oh, that's going to bug me. That's really going to bug me. It had been, I am one with the Force and the Force is me, I'm one with the Force and the Force is with me. And that bit in it. That was a very good film. Rogue One. That was great. And I'm sorry, but it gave us what I would argue is the greatest scene in Star Wars, which is the scene where Darth Vader breaches the ship. That is how to do Darth Vader perfectly. Perfectly. I mean, he was terrifying. He cut through those troopers like they were actually nothing. He felt like a horror villain. He felt like a horror movie villain. They were actually scared of him. They didn't even want to fight. They were just banging on the door to get out. That is Darth Vader. Up to a few years in the past. Fuck off. Oh my god. Like, don't get me wrong, the prequel set him up with the personality of cardboard. But cardboard. Should I do that every time something terrible happens in my life? Is that what people do? Yeah, no. You failed. Yep. Oh my god. I don't know. My cringe sensors are very sensitive at the moment. They're very fine-tuned. And that's why I don't watch my own videos. And that's why... No, man, I just can't do it. You know what the worst bit is? It's when the cast themselves hate what they're in. Because you can feel it, man. And you can feel it. And you all know what example I'm about to use. You all know. It's The Witcher. You can, in this newest series of Witcher, I've genuinely given it a go, okay? I've watched a bit more. My partner hated it, so I watched a couple just without her, and respect to her for that. She's more based than I'll ever be. But I gave it a go, and do you know what? I'm moderately versed in the books. I will say moderate. And I am much more versed on the games. This felt like neither. And that's... Select all, brother. Oh, cool. Yeah, it didn't feel like Geralt. And what I did feel was that either Henry Cavill wasn't being listened to, or he stopped listening. It's really hard to figure out which one it is. I would kind of guess that they stopped listening to him, so he stopped listening back. That would be my guess. Because it just doesn't feel like Geralt anymore. It doesn't even really feel like Ciri anymore, I have to be honest. There was a bit in that first episode where they're almost like holding hands, skipping through the forest. Like, oh, Geralt, what a delight it is to be with you and Sibylla on this fine winter morning. I'm like, it's fucking each other, man. I mean, they're together because of a curse, right? It's the final wish. So they're together because they are magically fucking forced. There's no love there. Even Geralt realizes that does he really love her? Is it the spell? That's the whole will they, won't they? And then in the third series, they're like, Geralt of the day. Ciri really wasn't getting on great with Geralt. They were arguing a lot. Yennefer and Geralt were fighting all the time. Oh man, I just wasn't feeling it. And then, can we address the elephant in the room? Not even an elephant, it's a mammoth at this point. Yes, dear. I mean, he's genuine. Look, I don't care what you say. I thought he was great in the first series. Perhaps according to you, Witcher was a catchy song. Fuck you. It was catchy, alright? He was genuinely funny. The Did You Need a Nap line was great. He was a bit of comic relief. He was believably annoying in that he was naive. Up to Series 2/3, he has a 12-pack. Humga's fully equipped. Okay? I mean, he's fully got the indentations there. He's got weird long hair. He looks like he has an injunction from the courts against being near schools. I think it's the grease in his hair, man. You know what I mean? Like, he's just got that Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3 look, where it's just split. It's a bit something about men. It looks like he's gelled it up with Pums, you know? It's a bit... the dashing, become invulnerable for 2 seconds. Okay, thank you. It's just, yeah. Come on. I'm right. I think the damage that I get from upgrading this is enough to warrant doing it, is my logic. And here we are, the technically final boss, but not the true final boss. I'm going to focus a bit more for this. But I will continue my fucking rant about The Witcher in a minute, because they have offended me. Yeah. The entire Witcher franchise, and you're talking about Baba Yaga. Are you joking? God fucking damn, I will never live that down. Baba Yaga. Generic Polish folklore. It doesn't make sense, it's Polish folklore. And do you know what? If you get to the point in the story where you need a fill-in and you've ran out of content, use Baba Yaga. Oh my god. Like, it makes so much sense. She's in the Polish folklore. There's some fucking plotline where Yennefer's losing her powers and Geralt is a wet wipe in human form. And just stop. Just stop. Use anyone else to. If you need to pull the Wild Hunt out a bit early and foreshadow them, do it. I get it. It's a bit Game of Thronesy, but hopefully better. You know. Anyway, right, let's do this. Fucking boss. Just don't get it. Okay. This guy just fires out you like this. You just gotta dodge and do insane amounts of damage. Oh my god. To jump. I'll pull down my mech when I can. You just gotta keep an eye. Pull down your mech on him. That's the one. Look at that. Nice and easy, nice and easy. Summon him down where you can. Why won't my E work? There we go. Just gotta jump it. Gotta jump it. We're definitely going to the grave. We're definitely going to the grave. God damn it. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. But no worries. That's how easy a nightmare run is now. I mean, that was me 50% focus, 50%. What were they doing bringing in Baba Yaga, man? Oh, baby. Fuck this. We Genji now. Right. We'll take both of these one more time. We're quite strong. Yeah. I got an achievement for 10,000 copper recycling items, so that's how long I've been recycling for. That should give you an idea. Well, right, oh god, the last time I've done this was years ago, I swear, so let's go. I don't even know what enemies spawn here, really. Like, why? Do they just survive for a little bit after they die? I assume yes. So I'm just going to use the E, I'm going to play it safe. Oh, did I summon him on a barrel? What? Don't do me like this, game. Don't do me like this. I promise I'll be good, I'll play the game. I'll play the game. I won't run about Witcher. Okay. Alright. What the... The E button is like the pick off button, I love. One must imagine Sisyphus happy. Okay. Die. Thank you. You defeated or assisted it. If that's past tense, that's great, but I'm looking at the buff down there and I'm thinking, nah, chief. Go. Let's go. Fingers crossed. Okay. Now I am taking a considerable amount more damage. 250%. All because of that roll I took. That increases my damage by 1% for every kill, but increases the damage I take by 0.5%. So if you're wondering why I'm literally melting, that's why. Like, my damage values are as if I was in reincarnation billion. I'm sure there's a reincarnation billion. Okay. Onwards and upwards. I don't like the fact... Yeah, was that just in that last place that they survive for a little bit when they die? I know obviously he's immortal, that's used to that. Yeah, maybe it was. At this point now, I do enough damage. I can't see extra, like, scrolls being essential to win. I think I could win now. So it's whether I should go and do that vault. I'm just being lazy. I should go and do that vault. It's more, everything I do now is, what the hell? Everything I do now is risk. That's the way you've got to look at it. Do I want to risk dying in a room so I can get one more scroll? Or do I want to keep cracking on? Because I mean, look how much trouble I have with that guy. I know that's just tankiness, but it's not the point. I'm going to go in for this one. Thinking about it, you know? Thinking about it. Doing good here. All of my damage is just that. I mean, that's a nuke if I've ever seen one. It's brilliant. Go. Whoa. Oh, oh. Nice. Woo! I really took way less when I'm focusing. 50% movement speed and 25% movement speed doubles the time before shield recharges. Get recycled. That will get me killed very quick. I'm just going to have a quick drink here. Oh, we're doing okay. We are doing okay. Oh, man. The humble beginnings of this run were real. Let's go. Can I select all again? Really? No? But now I'm permanently cut off from 2, or do I just drop the... I mean, I will take that, that's good. That's pretty hard to know. Where is it? Cannot discard. So, okay, it's kind of a curse. It's kind of a curse scroll. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. We're all ability damage here, so if you don't see me firing my weapon much, that is why. Like, I'm not just ignoring it. It's just stronger. Straight up stronger than what I do here. It's nice for some supplementary damage. What I could do with now... So he is doing corrosive damage, and that is because I'm using a fire weapon on my main hand. He gains my offhand element. I believe that's correct. I am going to check. I believe that's correct. Of the weapon not currently held. Yeah. Yeah. See, so he just did a corrosive burst on the land, which is really good. Thunderous Stalkers look a lot like the Bandit Retainers, so I'm just focusing them. But I'll be real honest, all I am seeing people as at the moment are coins and ammo. The humanity has been stripped. Like, at what point is what I'm doing considered a war crime? And would there be laws? I mean, are they governed? Are they the same species? These people, they're different animals, but is the anthropomorphic midget animal a species? The people want to know. I can't remember where I was going with that. It just popped into my head. Nah, it's gone, Chief. We already established this girl is strong enough to get shot in the head at point blank range. So, we already established she's strong enough to throw a brick with enough force to fucking clear somebody's head off their shoulders. So, not too worried. Oh my god. Oh! Hey, it's not looking good for us. It's not looking good. Snowy Mandrill. Yeah, that was the one. I was talking about how they're governed, because that's really important. Say mechs exist, right? And say they're like, yeah, we're gonna have an option called the fuck off option. And basically what it does, you press a button, it drops from the sky and just fucking crushes everything in the area. Like, how does that sound to you, Mr. President? I don't know, yeah, send it. Who cares? Is that a war crime at that point? Like, because are you giving people a chance to fight back? Because where? Like, hang on, are you ready? He kind of phases into existence. He doesn't really like leap up and drop down, because I was like, we were inside for the first level. How's that happening? Now we know how that's happening. Do you have to wonder, is a mech dematerializing, dropping onto your head, and then exploding a true crime? And is it really? Can you blame a man? Hello. Oh. I mean, the damage drop is insane. You know how much damage a fireball does. I'm also seeing the increased weapon damage whenever triggering an effect. You're gonna call me fucking crazy. Alright, and I accept that charge. I'm gonna take both of these. Okay? I'm gonna take both of these, and I'm just gonna try it. Glimmering 10. I didn't even look at what that was before I picked it up. We love to see it. I cannot drop it. Acquired weapons always have 2 exclusive. Well, that's not that bad. Okay, that's not that bad. I'm close enough to the end that I'm not devastated I got that. Suicide device, thank you. That'll make this explosion. Oh god, here we go. Now, I'm pre-warning you, I don't know this guy's mechanics, okay? I think I've tried him before with my mates. I've definitely never done it solo. Would that end up doing more damage? That's so hard to tell. Assume all secondary skill counts. I'm going to do that because I'm not using my secondary skill count a lot. So enjoy being bought, nerd. There's the final build for going in. Pause it if you want to see what we've got. Hasn't been too tough a run. One thing I will say is this character is easy mode. I will fully admit it. I will fully admit it. She's very much similar to the Borderlands character, which has a mech gauge. And you can gauge how good she is based on this. Ah! Right, we're going. I'm going to do the cutscene. Here he is. I mean, why can't I play as him? Oh god, oh god, oh god. What am I doing? It's got to be destroying that. Am I doing insane damage, or is there another mechanic here? Don't tell me I hyped all this up for nothing. I've been avoiding this guy like the plague because I was like, dude, he is the end of ends. Whoa, dude. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here we go, here we go, here we go. It all depends on this. Yeah. Let's chuck in a heal for my robot. Let's just stay on the outside. Okay, he's harder than I thought. Thank God. Control fire. It's straight up DPS check. Straight up DPS check. I killed him. I killed him. Is that clear? Easy game, easy life, boys. I mean, it's it's hard. You know, I said it before. You know, bringing this level of gameplay and skill is a privilege. To be honest, to be able to put gamer skills like this on a pedestal and say, "Here I am," and put myself out to the world, you know. And there we go. There it is. That's a hell of a lot of soul points too. Full nightmare run complete. Wow. Well, I'm going to end this there for now. Cheers for watching, guys. I'll be back. It will either be this, DBD. I'm thinking of some games thrown into the mix. I'm playing WoW a lot of the minute, so I might even just stream me running around on that. We'll see how we go. Right. TTYL.